My life was never mine. I don't know where to start. Maybe because my life has never really felt like mine. It always belonged to someone else, my parents, my relatives, even the people who never truly cared about me. I used to think pain was just a part of life, something everyone went through. But now, looking back, I realize my childhood wasn't normal. It wasn't just strict parenting or tough love, it was control, cruelty, and loneliness. Who I am? My name is Emily. I grew up in a small town where everyone knew each other, but no one really knew me. I was the quiet girl, the one who kept her head down, afraid to speak too much or take up space. My family wasn't poor, but love was something we couldn't afford. My parents were always too busy arguing or blaming each other for their failed dreams. My relatives, they made sure I knew I wasn't good enough. "You'll never be anything special," my uncle would say, shaking his head at me. My aunt never missed a chance to compare me to her perfect daughter. And my cousins? They treated me like an outsider, like I was some unwanted guest in my own home. Even at school, I never felt like I belonged. The other kids sensed my weakness. Bullies found it easy to pick on me because I never fought back. I thought if I stayed quiet, if I didn't bother anyone, maybe they'd leave me alone. They didn't. The struggle to survive. I knew from a young age that no one was going to save me. If I wanted a way out, I had to find it myself. I studied harder than anyone else. School was my escape. While other kids had families who cheered them on, I had nothing but my own determination. I worked part-time jobs, saving every penny I could for college. No one believed I'd make it, but I did. I got into college on a scholarship, something my family didn't even congratulate me for. College wasn't easy. I struggled with money, with loneliness, with the fear that maybe my family was right about me. I worked late shifts at diners, went days without proper meals, and cried myself to sleep more nights than I can count. But I kept going. Love and betrayal. Then, I met him. The first person who made me feel seen. He was kind, different from everyone I had known. He listened. He told me I mattered. And for the first time in my life, I let myself believe I was worthy of love. I gave him my trust, my heart, everything. I thought he was my escape, my happy ending. But I was wrong. One day, I found out the truth. He wasn't different. He was just better at lying. I was just another girl to him, another story he'd forget when it was convenient. When I confronted him, he didn't even try to explain. He just shrugged, as if I had never meant anything at all. I broke that day. Not just because he hurt me, but because he made me realize something. I was always looking for someone to save me, but no one was coming. I had to save myself. Who I am now. It took time, but I rebuilt myself. I finished college. I got a job. I cut ties with the people who made me feel small. And most importantly, I stopped waiting for someone to tell me I was enough. Because I already am. To anyone reading this, if you feel like you're stuck in a life that isn't yours, if you feel like no one sees you, I do. And I promise you, you're enough. You don't need someone to rescue you. You're your own hero.